Hey team, Nerd Stuff, bringing that staff video update. Here's some results from our survey we did at Easter. When we asked people how they heard about Cedar Creek Church, 74% of our people said that they were invited or heard about Cedar Creek through a family member, a friend, or acquaintance. That number is huge. That is awesome and something to celebrate. Also, 15% of our people who took the survey, just over 3,000 people, said that they have been at the church less than 1 year. And 94% of our people said that they are either very satisfied or satisfied with our weekend service. So here's what we could say. We could say that people like our weekend service, that people are inviting, and when those people are inviting, the people are showing up. Those are some of the numbers. Now, my less than favorite part of the survey is the comments. I know some of you like the comments. Some of you maybe have never seen the comments, but they are quite the treasure trove. So I went through the comments. We've attached them in the exec summary so you can look at all of them for yourself. Here's a couple of highlights. First off, we tend to focus on the negative, a lot like Google reviews or Amazon reviews. We can look at the negative, focus on those. But we had over 150 comments of people that said that they loved Cedar Creek Church. And here are a few comments that stuck out to me. One person said that we need more single groups because they're looking for their husband. Someone else said we need to stop closing off the seats because those are our regular seats. We also had that in regards to groups that I wish there was an LGBTQ friendly group, that we should be nice to the gays, that we should be supportive of LGBTQIA+ because that's what Jesus would want. And we also had that I'm still waiting for Cedar Creek to condemn the LGBTQ transgender things going on. It needs to be said. Wouldn't you just love all of those people to get in one room and hash out their differences and see what that conversation would go like? Continuing on about our weekend service and some of the topics and how we pick our message series. I'd love to see some more series on books of the Bible. I'd love for end times to be preached, Revelations. I think it's Revelation, not Revelations, but who am I? Every sermon provides teaching that I can use and apply to my daily living as a Jesus follower. I'd love to hear more about mental health problems. More scripture, please. My pleasure is when actual scripture is presented. I appreciate the funnel, so to speak. I do not attend on a regular basis because your services are not meaty as an old school former meat and potatoes enough. Thank you. We continue on. Cedar Creek is awesome. Ben is great. Scripture teachings based on the word, 100% Jesus. Need to address the return of Jesus and the rapture. I'd suggest that sin needs to be addressed more. My favorite sermons are when Ben preaches and uses examples from Israel. I want to learn and grow, not just get a verbal pat on the back, but with all due respect. So you can say whatever you want at that point. Now, onto our music. Go back to more secular music. I love Hillsong worship. The music is too loud. More pop songs. Maybe a little Chris Tomlin music. I dislike the use of secular music to entertain guests. Your singers are very good. The band members are talented. Absolutely love the music. Change music up, a little harder rock. Play different music each week. I like the songs. Oh, this was a good one. The music is horrendous. Please, seriously, get back to some beautiful, God-honoring music. And then I did save a couple of my favorite comments for the very end. It says, I've loved all the sermons except the pastor from Oregon. I did not like the repeated sex innuendos he used in order to be funny. We also had a comment that said, I love to be fruitful with several heart-faced emojis. And probably my favorite one of all. I like when we occasionally have different speakers. Ben is doing great, but occasionally changing it up would be nice. Andy and Sue are fabulous. Sue, whoever you are, thanks for speaking on main stage. We really appreciate your contribution and what you bring to the church. Now, away from the comments, some things to take away. That sometimes listening is enough. Sometimes just letting people share their perspective and what they're experiencing, that's enough. We just have to listen to people. People are also passionate about their opinion. People often think that other people share the same position that they have. The crowd is fickle. They don't always know what they want. But we have the joy and the joy of pastoring and loving and leading all the people that call Cedar Creek Church home. So while the comments are a mixed bag and we can take them with a grain of salt, we have the privilege of leading Cedar Creek Church. And speaking of leading Cedar Creek Church, we have a ton to celebrate. And we have celebration coming up this Thursday. Over 500 Dream Team have registered, and we're going to have the privilege of leaning in and celebrating shoulder to shoulder with our Dream Team. A couple things to remember. Huddle's at 4:30, and wear your Script Black You Matter shirt. Script Black You Matter. Not another block version, wear your Script You Matter shirt. That's right, we'll all look the same, we'll be unified, it's gonna be awesome. We also have 3 ways attached in the exec summary that you can take your growth personally. 2 awesome podcasts shared with me by Chris Bainey. They're from Andy Stanley. It talks about trust in leadership. Give those a listen. And also, 1 article from Luke's favorite all-time pastor author, Dan Ryland. It talks about how the Christian church is not a cruise ship. So in light of all the survey comments, that is a great article to listen to or to read and to lean into, because it's going to help hopefully put some additional perspective of what people are bringing in when they walk through the doors of our church, and then what it is our ability and our responsibility to help lead them through that. Thanks, team. Appreciate you. Looking forward to celebration. I'll see you Thursday.